Hello, and welcome to Studio 415.
On today's show, you'll see how one Carroll student is giving back to the community.
You'll get an inside look at Winter Guard and Winter Drumline.
And you'll go backstage to meet the people behind the music of the show choir.
I hope you're ready.
It's time to enter
Studio 415.
Sunny days and friendly smiles, walk the halls with me. Studio 415. Watch the news unfold. Another very dull moment. Students today create our future. Come and join the fun. Studio 415.
Welcome to Studio 415. I'm Tess Plazik.
And I'm Seth Pendergrass. Books are something that many of us take for granted.
But some kids are not able to experience the thrill of getting lost in a book.
Studio 415 reporter Johnny Becker is here to show how one student at Carroll High School is trying to change that.
There is an old expression: teach someone and they can learn for a day. Teach someone to read and they can learn for a lifetime. Katie Dorsey is trying to help kids become lifelong learners. Books have always been a part of our lives, whether we're forced to read them at school or we find joy in them at home. Katie Dorsey, a student at CHS, is hoping to give the same opportunities to underprivileged kids with her program, Hope Books. Starting in 2015 in a little bookshelf at Community Harvest, Katie Dorsey's Hope Books has given over 11,000 books to underprivileged kids in the Fort Wayne area.
Every time I went in, I saw kids standing there and not having anything to do, or they didn't have enough money to buy the food that they needed. They probably didn't have money to spend extra on books or whatever.
Hope Books is based upon the Bible verse Jeremiah 29:11. This verse has guided her along her journey with the program. She places this scripture on cards she hands out to promote Hope Books. Dorsey doesn't just stay in one place with Hope Books. She has begun to expand her organization in a few ways.
Also, besides going to Community Harvest, we went to other free libraries downtown.
Dorsey receives so much joy and gratitude through her charity. Hope Books has impacted many kids, and Dorsey has seen this firsthand.
The faces that on the kids after they get a book is my favorite part, because it's just pure joy to have something that they can call their own or get excited about something like a book.
Hope Books is about to celebrate 2 years of giving and doesn't plan on ending anytime soon. As long as Dorsey is still involved, she will continue to expand and improve Hope Books. To donate to Dorsey and Hope Books, contact her on www.hopebooksfw.blogspot.com. She has requested new or lightly used children's books. From Studio 415, I'm Johnny Becker.
The wait is over. Carroll's Winter Guard show, The Waiting Game, is in the midst of competition season.
And like most groups, the team is made stronger by teammates caring for each other. Here is my report on how the individuals of the Winter Guard have bonded to create a successful team. You may have seen Carroll High School's Color Guard perform with the marching band out here during home football games. But what you may not know is that the Winter Guard performs inside during the cold months. After marching band season is over, the Color Guard team transitions into its Winter Guard season. There are a few differences between the two types of guard, though. A major difference being that the Winter Guard doesn't perform with the marching band. This season, Carroll High School has added a junior varsity guard consisting of only freshmen that competes in the AA class. Carroll's varsity Winter Guard competes in the A class and practices more technical skills. Last year, the team earned the highest state ranking in Carroll Winter Guard history. They were awarded 3rd place in the state competition and have high hopes for this season.
It's nice to be able to be the first group to push Carroll that far, and we have improved a lot. Our instructors have only been here for about 4 years, so from the time they started working with us till now, we've improved quite a bit.
The road to success hasn't been easy for the Guard, especially team member Maddie Soleil. During her 7th grade year, Soleil was diagnosed with Crohn's disease. Because of this, she experiences certain limitations, but that hasn't held her back from giving her all to the team. She also credits much of her success to her team members.
The girls and one guy in it have made my life so much better.
She explains that her team never fails to fill her in on things she misses, check up on her, and provide constant support as she experiences these medical issues. At the end of the day, The team does more than perform. They love and care for each other and are always willing to take time to help each other grow.
It's like one big family. I honestly spend more time with them than I do my own family. So we're just best friends, and we spend a lot of time together.
You will have an opportunity to see the Winter Guard perform at the home competition on Saturday, February 25th. For Studio 415, I'm Tess Plazic. Marching band has been over for a few months, and all of the band students are now separated and searching for a way to continue their musical passion.
One way some students have found to continue this passion is through Winter Drumline. Studio 415 reporter Leah Wells joins us with that story.
Carroll's indoor percussionists have been preparing for competition for a while. As the show comes together, I take you inside the pit of Carnival. Since November, the CHS Winter Drumline has been practicing hard 3 hours a day, 3 days a week, as well as a 7-hour day on most Saturdays. All of this is to prepare for their winter show, which has a darker feel.
The theme for Carroll's 2017 show is called Carnival. It has a lot of creepy themes around it. It's kind of like an old boardwalk kind of feel. The backdrops have things that spin, and there are ramps that people are going to run up, and it's going to be pretty exciting.
Drumline includes 2 main sections, the battery and the pit. The battery consists of marching snares, tenors, bass drums, and cymbals, while the pit is made of instruments such as marimbas and xylophones. Though competitions have not yet started, Drumline has many to look forward to.
The first type is just Indiana, and that's called IPA for Indiana Percussion Association, and that's just like Indiana schools competing against each other. And then the other one is WGI, which is Winter Guard International, but it's also Drumline too.
This season, many students are new to Winter Drumline, but the difficulty of learning a new show is not the only challenge.
A lot of them are brand new to the instrument, so I think it speaks a lot about who they are to pick up something and do it at such a high level already. They, like I said, are very receptive, and they want to be good, and that's very obvious.
Many students in Drumline agree that the progress of this season has been better than usual. In a typical season, the group does not make it through the entire show before the first competition. However, this year has been different.
I feel like the show's going pretty well so far. We've gotten 3 movements out of all 3 onto the floor so far, and we're actually in the cleaning process right now of trying to get everything to like mesh together.
To some, Drumline might seem like a daunting task, and the members say it is. But the students who perform say that they learn a lot more than marching and playing music.
I had a tech, and his name was Josh Snyder, and he impacted me really gratefully. Like, he taught me how to be a person and how to treat others, how to learn, how to work with different types of personalities, how to face adversity. So I've learned a lot through Drumline because I also learned time management.
For these students, it's a part of their day-to-day lives, and for everyone, it's a place where lifelong skills and bonds are developed. For Studio 415, I'm Leah Wells.
Hidden and out of sight, crammed yet vital to a performance. Behind every motion and lyric of the show choir, the music rings through. But where does this music come from?
The music comes from the shadows of the dancers, far from the spotlight. But you'll see in my report, the Carroll Show Choir Band helps put the show in show choir. Most of the students here at Carroll High School have heard or seen Carroll Show Choir, and with multiple awards over the past few years, the choir has proved they are exceptionally great at what they do. But without the music, the choir would have no purpose. The Carroll Show Choir Band consists of 10 students and even some of the school's staff. Having no connection to the band classes here at Carroll, all of the students and staff volunteer their time in order to help out the choir and enjoy playing their instruments. Head of the band, Scott Chapman, has been in charge of the band for the past 8 years. He says he enjoys working with the students and has always enjoyed the chance to work with music.
As long as I keep having fun and get to do stuff with music, that's why I've kind of stuck.
He also believes that the show wouldn't be the same if it wasn't for the live instrumental aspect of the performance. He says that whenever you go see a singer, you have to have good instrumental music to be able to make the show something you actually want to watch, and that's what they're doing. Nicholas Ridgway has been in both marching band and the show choir band, but he enjoys the closeness he has with the other students within the band.
Because in marching band, you're close with your section, but besides that, that's really it. And in sports and all, you have your little clique that you run with, but in show choir band, this is all you've got. You all gotta help each other.
Even the students within the show choir band know how important it is for them to have a band within their show.
Without them, it would all be a cappella with no music, would just be voices, and we would most likely be off-key and off-beat.
At the competitions that the show choir participates in, the band cannot win any of the band rewards because of having 3 paid teachers within the band when the limit is only 1.
The band is always looking for more students to make the band better than it already is. For more information, check with Mr. Chapman in the 1012 building. From Studio 415, I'm Seth Pendergrass.
The CFC Student Council will be holding a formal wear collection drive all of next week to support the Cinderella Dress Day event.
Student Council is asking that any Carroll girl who has a formal dress, jewelry, shoes, or other formal attire that is not being used to consider bringing it in to school next week and donating it.
Cinderella Dress Day is an event that provides prom dresses and accessories to girls in need from grades 7 through 12.
Cinderella Dress Day will be held on March 25th at the Grand Wayne Center. It is free to anyone. Carroll will be collecting those dresses and accessories all of next week.
Studio 415 would like to congratulate Abby Johnston, Avery Brooks, Maya Vanderhagen, and Mallory Jackson for finishing their swim season as state runner-up in the 400 free relay.
With a time of 3 minutes and 26.52 seconds, the team set a new school record.
That's all we have for today. Thanks for watching.
If you have any story ideas that you'd like to see covered, mention them to any of the students in the credits or Mr. Johnston.
For all of us here at Studio 415, have a great week, Carroll.